Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the North Point High School Air Force JROTC and the singing of our national anthem by the North Point High School Chamber Choir. Leading the Pledge of Allegiance will be Danny Vasilik, President of the National Honor Society. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Alisem Al-Duqaida, carrying the American flag. Carrying the state flag is Cadet Lauren Counts. Carrying the county flag is Cadet Amina Ayad. Right rifle, Cadet Sung He. And left rifle, Cadet Sawyer Amende.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. Please be seated. Please welcome Brooke Hunter, President for the class of 2025, to bring greetings from the senior class.
Hello, my graduates. Before I start, I would like to say to God be the glory for all the things that He has done. Now, before I really get into my speech, can we really take a second to acknowledge that this is real life? This is really graduation. Like cap and gown, diploma incoming, tassel about to be moved. This is really real life. Bow. Somebody cue the Beyonce music, because we really ran the world these past 4 years. Good evening, family, faculty, and friends. I am Brooke Hunter, your class president of all 4 years. Thank you very much. And standing here today as a soon-to-be graduate, I want to say how proud I am. Of course, proud of myself, but proud of all of you, and proud of the legacy that we are going to leave behind. Because of this, let's be really honest, our class really did that these past 4 years as well. Let's talk the real facts. State championships, we racked those off like it was a hobby. Football, basketball, track, cheer, wrestling, you name it, we was really winning. Other schools saw us on the schedule and said, not them again. Shout out to the fans. Y'all really did y'all big one. MP Nation for life, y'all know what it is. To the generations ahead, make sure you keep that North Point spirit alive. We love it here and we're the best in all Charles County. But we weren't just lit on the field. Our students, icons, legends, future bosses, whether you were slaying it in Cosmo, welding like a pro, building homes, fixing engines, teaching the little kiddies, or saving lives as future nurses, the CTEs were really the move. Those skills, that hustle, y'all are the backbone of this generation. And I may be a little bit biased, but shout out to one of the best programs here at North Point, Education Careers. Ms. Palmer and Ms. Sisano, I want to thank you for igniting my passion for teaching. The world needs more positive role models in the classroom, and you both are raising us up to be that positive light for the younger generations. Guys, we didn't do this alone. I had to give love to the real MVPs, the parents. Clap it up, y'all, that's y'all family. Families, thank you for being our biggest supporters and our ride or dies. To my own family, thank you for putting up with every late night, every mood swing, and every I forgot this was due tomorrow moment. I love y'all more than words can say. To the teachers who poured into us, a few to name, Ms. Ruiz, Mrs. Kondo, Dr. Roundtree, Ms. Davis and Ms. Haley, Mrs. Smith, and one of my faves, Mr. Dobbins. I personally want to thank you guys for being the heart of our high school moments. Each of you guys gave us something special: guidance, love, laughter, and strength. You showed up for us in ways big and small, and because of you, we didn't just learn, but we grew. You helped us turn our school into a place where we felt supported, seen, and at home. To my classmates, this isn't the goodbye. This is just the see you at the reunion moment. Go chase your dreams, build your empires, start your businesses, serve your communities, and especially live your truth. I better see y'all on my timeline doing big things, or on a billboard, or winning an Emmy, or running for president, because I did it for the past 4 years. I think it's y'all turn now. Class of 2025, we are the moment. Let's continue to make these days count, as I always say. MP Nation for life, the Goon Prez is out.
I would like to now introduce the secretary for the class of 2025 at North Point High School, Haley Brownson.
It is my pleasure to introduce and recognize our distinguished guests. Please stand when your name is called. Board of Education Chairperson Yonel Moore Lee, Esquire. Board of Education Vice Chairperson Nicole M. Creamer. Board Member Daughtery Butler Washington. Board Member David Hancock. Board Member Latanya Smalls. Board Member Jamila Smith. Board Member Brenda Thomas. Board Member Samicha Thomas. Student Board Member Sam Burke. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Maria Navarro. Maryland State Senator Arthur Ellis. Maryland State Delegate Deborah Davis. Maryland State Delegate Edith Patterson. County Commissioner Vice President Rolf Patterson. Sheriff of Charles County Troy Berry. Clerk of the Circuit Court Lisa Yates. President EACC Sean Hill. Director EACC UniServe Elizabeth Rasmussen. Chief Financial Officer Karen Acton. Chief of Operations and Supporting Services Michael Heem. Chief of Schools Dr. Marvin Jones. Chief of Teaching and Learning Kevin Lowndes. Chief of Human Resources Nikki Majors. Chief of Instructional Technology Charmaine Thompson. Executive Director of Schools Richard Conley. Executive Director of Schools James Whitfield Coffin. Executive Director of Schools Erica Williams. Welcome to the 2025 commencement ceremony of North Point High School. At this time, would the members of the North Point faculty and staff please rise? We, the class of 2025, would like to thank you for your dedication, support, and guidance over the past 4 years. We would not be here today if it were not for all of you. Thank you.
Please be seated. The salutatorian is the student with the second highest academic rank in the graduating class. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for class of 2025, Aiden Metzger. This fall, Aiden will attend the University of Maryland and majoring in engineering.
Good evening, faculty, staff, honored dignitaries, family, and friends. Those of you who know me probably know that I'm very uncomfortable right now. Public speaking is not my thing, but I hear it's a year of growth and trying new things, so I will read this without looking at anyone and keep it brief. As John Donne once wrote, "No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main." I think that this is a great reflection of all of our individual journeys throughout high school. Every teacher, friend, class, disagreement, success, challenge, sports team, club, and Instagram post made up the continent of our last 4 years. We could not be exactly who we are without exactly all of the pieces. I'm confident that my education at North Point has prepared me for college, and my experiences here have prepared me for life. Thank you to all of the teachers who have poured into me when I didn't understand, whose classrooms have been both sanctuaries and storage, who have listened when it didn't involve schoolwork, and who have overlooked me being on my phone despite the constant nagging to put it down. Thank you to my engineering, band, and sports families for being an outlet, hours of fun and hard work, and a reason to get fast food a few times a week with my mom's debit card. Most importantly, I want to thank my family and my faith for supporting me even when I didn't know I needed it. They allowed me to push myself through limits I didn't know I could reach, and I'm forever grateful for that. As we move to our next phases of life, try to be yourself in a world that constantly tries to make you something else. Give the people you meet some grace. They might not be as smart or fortunate as you are. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation. Contribute to society and the world. Don't take away from them. As Dr. Seuss once said, you have the brains in your head, you have the feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. Good luck, class of 2025, and thank you.
At this time, please give due attention to a special recorded performance by senior members of the North Point High School choir and jazz band programs performing Lean on Me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, Lord, no one can fill those are your needs, and then you won't let you. Just lean on me. Call on me, brother. Hey, you need a hand. You need somebody to lean on. Just like the Bible. Have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear, that you can carry right up the road. I'll say hello if you just call me. Call
The valedictorian is a student that has achieved the highest academic rank. This year, North Point High School had 2 outstanding students that earned this distinction. It is my pleasure to introduce co-valedictorian for class of 2025, Kelsey Garrity. Kelsey will attend Michigan State University, where she will be majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology, biotechnology.
Good evening to all guests, parents, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Thank you for joining us to celebrate today. A lot of you have probably never heard my voice or seen my face, so hi, my name is Kelsey, and I'm the class of 2025's co-valedictorian. Just a couple days ago, we opened our letters from our freshman year selves. The end of my letter read, "Hopefully you don't have to make any speeches because, well, that sucks for you, future Kelsey. Maybe you've outgrown that fear, but I'm highly doubtful of that." So, I'm basically a prophet, and as you can imagine, some things never change. And this is still absolutely terrifying for me to do. To my parents, thank you. Thank you for a foundation rooted in patience, work ethic, and discipline, and the belief that character matters more than shortcuts. Thank you for believing in me when I struggled to believe in myself. When I first sat down to write this speech, I felt overwhelmed by the weight of choosing the right message. I thought of all the moments I could rehash or list my many grievances I've collected over the years, but as Mr. Lasco taught me, the complaint box is simply just the trash can. No one cares. So, in light of recent events, I felt particularly compelled to share a message about education. At just 18, I've been to 21 countries in nearly all 50 states. I've seen corners of the world that many can only dream of, and that is a privilege of which I am deeply aware. Just 2 years ago, I set off to Peru to hike to Machu Picchu. 3 days, thousands of feet of elevation gain, but before I could even get off the bus and get on the trail, I had already thrown up my breakfast of eggs and toast. My dad was convinced I was fine, so I kept it pushing. I kept going and going for 8 hours and eventually admitted defeat and knew I had to descend. Rosa, our guide, walked me back down for nearly 8 hours, through villages, past chickens, dirt roads, you name it, I probably saw it. On that long walk, we talked. She was intrigued and shocked to learn that I'd been in school since kindergarten. Even more shocked that at 17, I was still in school. I told her about my classes, my plans for college, and she told me her biggest dream was to study in the U.S. She never left her home country of Peru, never traveled outside of a 100-mile radius of her small town. She had never been to school, and yet all she dreamed of was education. It wasn't just school, she'd explain. It was freedom, a future, and a way out. The conversation struck me. We often don't view school as something we should be excited for because we've been doing it our whole life. It's tough, long days, stressful tests, and annoying homework, and I'm not innocent of complaining about it either. But with a slight change in perspective and new experiences, we can recognize just how grateful we truly should be. As I've grown up, I've come to understand that education is what allows us to explore the world with purpose. It places us in a position to cultivate the skills and mindset to make meaningful change. So, as you step into this next chapter of life today, remain vigilant of the privilege it is to learn, to seek out higher education, because there are young women and men in other countries dying and praying for the opportunity that is right at your feet. In the era of anti-education movements, push back and do what they don't want you to do. Get that degree, go to trade school, see the world, or maybe just read a book. Education is powerful. As we move into this next era, let our education be more than a milestone. Let it be used for the collective good. Use your talents for impact and your voices to uplift. Stay curious, stay humble, and most importantly, stay kind. Thank you, and good luck, class of 2025.
I now have the pleasure to introduce our co-valedictorian for the class of 2025, Sam Verk. Sam will attend the University of Maryland, majoring in mechanical engineering.
I wish I could just stand here and tell you that the next 4 years will go perfectly. I wish I could tell you that I just know you're going to go far. I wish I could tell you that all your dreams will come true and that you will accomplish everything you set out to do. I wish I could tell you that success is guaranteed. Instead, keep listening to me here. I will tell you that in the coming years of your life, you will face, I have a list: failure, defeat, loss, failure, heartbreak, failure, failure, failure. See, I wish the opposite were the case, but enduring success is never guaranteed, while constant setbacks are. And standing here, wearing red caps and gowns and holding our fragile dreams, we're prone to creating an idealized version of our self and our future. A few weeks ago, I was daydreaming in physics class when I realized something interesting about the way I view my future. See, I used to create this perfect version of myself in my head that I'd compare myself to. The Sam I saw was just so good at everything. My body was built like Bruce Lee. You know, this Sam, he read at least one book a week. He meditated every day. He was perfect at the guitar. He didn't eat anything unhealthy. You know, this guy, he had it all figured out. It's been a very, very long time since I recognized that as an unhealthy mindset, one that destroyed my self-worth. But while daydreaming in physics class, I realized the reason I was constantly comparing myself to an impossible and ideal standard. In the future, I envision I don't have the day-to-day exhaustions I've carried all my life. In my mind, one day, my room would always be clean, my grocery list crossed out, and I'd have ample free time to do whatever my heart desires. I want you to think about what you see, what you imagine yourself as a successful adult. The part that no one wants to daydream about is that no matter how successful we become, we're all gonna have days we're just completely unwilling to cook dinner or do laundry or even get out of bed. Here, though, is the most crucial part. When I realized that in my future, I won't ever be perfect, I took that immense weight off my shoulders. When I realized that life will not stop for me, that I will continue to make mistakes, I realized that it's okay. It was such a breath of fresh air for me to look at my goals without the lens of perfection. Because, listen to me, when you're so obsessed with making what you do perfect, you end up never starting in the first place until you have to. Instead, I want you to get the idea of a flawless future out of your mind, and what I want you to promise me is, I will at least try to love myself in my darkest moments. I will keep going even when it sucks to have to keep going. When you understand that you won't be able to do everything exactly as you wish, you gain the ability to love and respect and show up for yourself. And I mean love for the real you and not the ideal version, because there never is going to be an ideal version of yourself. There's never going to be a time you have it all figured out. All of my teachers taught me this. Being an adult is exhausting, and I'm thankful to all of you for that. Thank you. I'm tired too. And I'm not even 18 yet. I'm thankful to all of you for that, especially Miss Ellis and Mr. Monk and Mr. Martin, for being brutally honest about life's difficulties. And I know that you're going to be proud to know that while recognizing adversity, I found what makes me feel alive. Senior year has been really hard, but I'm thankful that I've lived through it. And I know that despite my injuries, I still have these marathon medals, and despite all these late assignments and missed sleep, and I'm standing here today. And I want to thank my parents, because even though it's not possible to get everything right all the time for anyone, I know how much you sacrificed, and I see you trying, and for that I thank you. But I want to remind everyone here that if you don't go out of your way to find and continuously make time for what you live for, life's gonna get to you. Because it doesn't stop for you to fulfill your dreams. If you wanna live a life worth dreaming of, you're gonna have to keep going out of your way to write the interesting chapters in the story of your life. And that's why it makes all the difference what you decide to pursue and who you decide to spend your life with. Because no matter what, you can make them a promise. I'll demonstrate. I will never be a perfect person, but I promise to be the best one I can for you. Aaron, guys. Yes, sir. I love you. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for always being a reason for me to keep going. Regardless of what life brings, I do not mind facing it by your side. I don't think I'd be here without you, even though we both know you deserve to be here more than more than me. No matter what, I'm yours and fortunate and grateful to be. Thank you for being the best part of my life. Class of 2025. As you walk out the stadium today, I want you to internalize this. I am here. I am alive. And I know it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Thank you, and I love you all.
It is now my privilege to introduce to you the principal of North Point High School, Mr. Daniel Capel.
Before I start my comments, I want to take a minute to recognize the efforts of Mr. Asa Daniels. He's been the assistant principal of the class of 2025. Please a round of applause for all of his hard work the last 2 years. I also like to take a moment before we start. Normally, we recognize any classmate we lost along our journey on a Jumbotron, but we did not have this today, and I did not want to miss the opportunity to recognize one of our students who passed too soon this school year. So if we could please send our love to the Wagstaff family is here. If we could send the love we have for Tania and her family, please now give them some love. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2025. We have reached the end of your North Point High School journey. As our year began to draw to a close, like our graduates, I reflected over the last 4 years. I thought about what our 454 graduates have achieved over the last 4 years. I am humbled by all that you have accomplished. All of our seniors here today have met the requirements for graduation, with many surpassing the requirements to earn a diploma, while other graduates have obtained certifications specific to their area of study in CTE pathways. Our class of 2025 have earned scholarships totaling over $67 million. Graduates, your achievements in academic competition include state championships and the opportunity to compete nationally in Skills USA, HOSA, and Destination Imagination. A group of our senior culinary students competed in a national competition to create a dish for astronauts to consume on space missions and earned a top 5 placement. Our athletes won team and individual state championships, some just as recently as Saturday, in football, women's basketball, unified bocce, cheer, wrestling, indoor track, and outdoor track and field. Our fine and performing arts students have been recognized in state, regional, and national competitions. Throughout your 4 years, our mock trial team was one of the winningest programs in the state of Maryland. Class of 2025, take a moment today to think about the moments of greatness that you took part in. Think of the moments mentioned here today and the moments unknown to others where you individually overcame a challenge and achieved greatness. Take pride in these achievements no matter how large or small they are. Class of 2025, when you leave North Point High School, as one of the most decorated classes in our school's history. Before you go, I have some advice to share. When you leave NPHS, there will be a lot of different directions you can go. There are many different opportunities that you have before you. You will have choices to make about how your journey will look. When making these choices, I ask that when you select a path, you choose to viciously chase responsibility. I understand that on graduation day, the last thought on your minds is, how can I find responsibility? As you move forward, I urge you to pursue opportunities that will provide you with responsibility. Why responsibility? When you have responsibility, it not only allows you to challenge yourself by completing new tasks, but allows you to find areas of growth when you fall short. Acknowledge these areas of need and find ways to grow and meet your goals. This makes responsibility more valuable than any compensation an organization can offer you. Responsibility is a gift that you must earn. When you do not have responsibility, it is important to show others why you deserve the opportunity to grow. Often hard work and loyalty are what people are looking for before they give you responsibilities or even more responsibility. Find ways to demonstrate these traits. Often tasks done efficiency with attention to detail provide avenues to show your ability to handle tasks of greater importance. Not all opportunities for responsibility are glamorous or marquee roles. Embrace all opportunities for responsibility because each one is a chance to grow. When you have responsibility, then show others why you've earned their trust. Take responsibility for your responsibilities. Class of 2025, as you head in different directions and continue your journey of life, please choose your path wisely. During your time at North Point High School, you have proven your ability to achieve great collective and individual feats, some that have never been accomplished before. While I encourage you to celebrate your achievements, I ask that you remember the times that you have fallen short of your goals. In your life after high school, you will no doubt encounter times when you fail to meet your objectives and responsibilities. Use these shortcomings as opportunities for growth. I ask you to remember that we are not designed to be perfect. We are designed to grow. The growth and success that you have demonstrated over the last 4 years has been a result of you embracing responsibility. Class of 2025, go out in the world unafraid to fail and determined to succeed. Thank you and congratulations.
As we near the end of the ceremony, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank all of you who have joined us here in this Convocation Center, as well as the families and friends joining us virtually from around the world. Our graduates want you to know that they genuinely appreciate the love and support you've given them throughout the past 4 years. Our graduates know that you are proud of their accomplishments and that you are looking forward to hearing their name called as they cross the stage. On behalf of the entire senior class, we ask that you allow each and every graduate and their family to hear their name. We ask that you reserve your jubilation until the last graduate crosses the stage. At that time, we will all join in celebrating all our deserving students and graduates. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the illustrious Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maria Navarro.
Good evening, class of 2025. I'm going to try really hard to follow the amazing speeches by our students. Can we give the students one more round of applause? What an incredibly bright class we have, and what wonderful speeches we have in this class. Congratulations on your accomplishments, class of 2025, and your impending high school graduation. Sometimes the best speeches are the short ones. So I'll keep this brief. Class of 2025, I want to leave you with 2 thoughts and 1 request. First, have love for yourself that ensures you take care of yourselves. Let me expand on what I mean by this. As you step into adulthood, remember that your journey is just beginning. Take care of not only your body, but also your mind and your soul. Seek help when you need it. Everyone needs help throughout their lives. Set high expectations for yourself and keep growing. Surround yourself with those who truly care for you, and always continue to evolve into the very best version of yourselves. Second, help others. A fulfilled life is one with purpose. Find your purpose and remember to volunteer your time to help others. Seize opportunities to improve your community, your workplace, your place of worship, just overall the world around you. And finally, celebrate. Life has its ups and downs, so cherish the triumphs, big and small. Today is a major one. And since today marks an achievement that is not yours alone, but rather the shared achievement that you made it through because of family and friends, class of 2025, please rise. Wave to your families and say thank you. Blow kisses, lots of kisses, because they helped you get here today. Thank you, class of 2025. You can be seated. Remember, family and friends, we always are open to invitations for any graduation party, so don't feel compelled to not invite us. And to make this official as the superintendent of schools, Principal Capel, please present your class.
Dr. Navarro, I certify that the members of the class of 2025 have met the state of Maryland graduation requirements. You may confer to the graduates their diplomas.
Conferring diplomas are Board Chairperson Daughtery Butler Washington and Board Member David Hancock.
Can you just say that Board Chair Janelle Lee is the first one?
Yeah. Also conferring diplomas is Board Chairperson Yanel Moore Lee. Lillian Alexandra Acevedo. Aubrey Alexa Hancock. Melanie Alejandro Acevedo. Alyssa Nicole Adams. Jewel Asimwe Adebusoye. Adetiga Apanipo Adedeji. Mopiliola Oluwatoni Abaje. Rihanna Esgera Aguirre. Omotimu Alaji Sharon Ajiboye. Jordan Yvette Akuko. Ashley Noemi Alvarado Melendez. Joaquin Francisco Alvarado. Jairus Frederick Anderson. Michaela Makis Anderson. Darian Jaleel Andrews. Dua Sehar Anjum. Owen David Ansari. Vivian Annalise Rosario Arboleta. Eric Ivan Ariola. Ianalua Catherine Babafemi. Juliana Maria Banks. Shamaya Zelena Barnes. William Eric Barnes Jr. Edgar David Barrientos Martir. Janiela Rianne Marteja Batten. Kamaria Olivia Battle. Megan Marie Bearden. Andrew Marshall Beckton. Ari Jeremiah Bell. Cameron Rashad Bell. Sanaya Brianna Bell. Josiah Femi Bello. Marissa Skylar Bercier. Amani Ramona Berry. Hope Likale Betts. Taylor Corinne Beverly. Noah Meslekia Burke. Choice Kiana Black. Lena Elizabeth Black. Khalil Xavier Blagman. Isabella Grace Blanchette. Alyssa Marie Blaney. Isabel Lorraine Bogart. Ashton Miles Booz. Maya Marie Bowman. Carrington Blake Boyd. Justice Brody. Madison Naomi Brody. Damian Angelo Brown Jr. Elijah Montez Brown. Kirsten Lynn Brown. Trinity Maya Brown. Zion Jaden Brown. Haley Iodele Teresa Brownson. Kyla Marie Bulls. Tanya Nicole Burke. Naisha Amelia Burnett. Jacob Behringer Burris. Carson Elise Burwell. Aaliyah Naomi Bush. John Vincent Luyabin Buslig. Kiera Monet Butler. Jader Jaxier Caballero Limas. Daniela Marie Regalado Cabatbat. Jamie Allison Caero. Donna Althea Aquino Calabag. Micah J. Calloway. Sarah Imperatrice Calvache. Lori Darlene Cannon. Matt Lawrence Nazario Kapul. Rosa Jacqueline Carino Vasquez. Amy Rochelle Carlos Figueroa. Christian Thomas Carter. Ngega Winifred Che. Mandy Chin. Duran Zakari Clark. Caitlin Joy Clark. Sanai Danae Clark. Xavier Isaac Claudio. Joseph Trey Coates. Ryan Michael Codling. Caitlin Lee Conrad. Erin Grace Cooley. Anaya Malika Copeland. Corinne Marisa Corbin. Corey Christian Cosley. Delaney Grace Cox Arguelles. Sophie Annalise Cox. Miles Jordan Crawford. Isis Arbrielle Crew. Sophia Marie Cruz. Leslie Daniela Quadra Torres. Sharon Monet Curry. Jordan LaQuay Daniel. Joy Elise Daniels. Ricardo Alexander Daniels. Nathaniel Emmanuel Dates. Kyrie James Davenport. Lauren Joelle Aaron Davis. Tori Elizabeth DeBusk. Quinn Ethan Decker. Carrie Ann Marie Deegan. Tierra Naomi Delmar. Tori Jaden Deshazor. Johan Von Mizell Lorenzo Diaz. Gavin Alexander Diggs. Victoria Oluwafunmi Dina. Caitlin Layla Diane Dotson. Kalia Malay Donaldson. Darian Jakai Dorsey. Kaylin Ashley Dorsey. Amir Javon Dow. Adrian Nicholas Duckett. Beauty Lily Dunn Uthman. Cameron Lopez Dyer. Nasir Zaid Eatman. Ivana Louise Edwards.
Conferring diplomas are Board Chairperson Latanya Smalls and Board Member Jamila Smith. Bria Amir Ely. Brian Amir Ely. Jordan Nicole Elliott. Nestine Isabel Mendoza Estenactok. Destiny Kiana Yuri. Gabrielle Dolores Evans. David Quincy Faraji. Dylan Bradford Farmer. William Scott Farmer. Victoria Lee Feast. Stan Angelo Minganti Fernandez. Aaliyah Lejeune Fisher. Marcus Andre Fleming Jr. Erica Giselle Ford. Tiari Nakeem Gaines. Kennedy Allison Michelle Gainey. Zachary Brennan Gaither. Donovan Austin Pierre Gamble. Hudson Miles Garrett. Taylor Olivia Garrison. Kelsey Eileen Garrity. Anaya Giselle Gaskins. Seth Alexander Gaithers. Dylan Francisco Gautier. Braden Austin George. Betsnat Tolosa Gidi. Natalie Renee Gilmore. Daniela Beatrice Gomez Barrios. Adriana Leslie Gordon. Corey Wayne Matthew Grant Jr. Dana Loretta Gray. Lamar David Green Jr. Rochelle Sudana Green. Kennedy Alexandra Griggs. Davion Javon Gross. Allison Guerra Moran. Jeffrey Guevara. Savannah Lynn Hager. Michaela Danielle Hall. Shania Janae Hall. Desmond Carol Bernard Ham. Jasmine Gabrielle Hanks. Xavier Nicole Hargrove. Jordan Janae Harmon. Cameron James Harris. Mariah Alea Harris. Christopher Henry Harrison II. Layla Sadreem Harrison. Naya Anjali Harad. Zakia Chanel Hart. Kayla Chloe Rochelle Hemby. Matthew James Henry. Nilson Irael Hernandez Mendez. Emily Gabrielle Hersher. Sky Lamari Devaya Bryan. Maximilian Patrick High. Underneath. Autumn Shanti Hill. Jameer Christopher Hill. Nathan Lamar Hill Jr. Madison Rose Hurd. Gerald Wayne Holden Jr. Christian DeAndre Holland. Lewis James Holmes. Sakaya Madison Hooks. Mia Monet Howard. Trinity Loren Howard. Gabrielle Caro Hunt. Brooke Lynn Hunter. Nadia Alexis Hunter. Shamar Rayshawn Hunter. Helen Bao Chow Nguyen. Kayla Bao Nguyen Nguyen. Peculiar Mosharira Igbafin. Amarachi Victoria Ijezi. Judah Andrew Ivy. Braylon Lee Jackson. Chad William Jackson. Jada Simone Jackson. Josiah Naeem Jackson. Malachi Arnett Jackson. Russell Jermaine Allen Jackson. Michelle Santi Jefferson. Damari Christian Jennifer. Kylie Nevaeh Jennifer. Christian Grace Jenkins DePisa. Amon Dante Johnson. Ayana Michelle Johnson. Giovanna Onadia Johnson. Joshua David Johnson. Kelly Jennifer Johnson. Leah Michelle Johnson. Mia Simone Johnson. Miles Chance Johnson. Nathaniel James Johnson. Nia Nicole Johnson. Aiden Mateus Jones. Amaya Alexis Jones. Jacob Terrain Jones. Morgan Samantha Jones. Tayshawn Adam Joseph. Unison Joshi. Ashanti Danae June. Thierry Shaquan King. Casey Marie Kosis. Shyla Devon Lancaster. Issa Nasir Lane. Demi Iman Lathern. Rachel Taylor Laurie. London Paige Leak. Megan Nicole Ledford. Davian Jeffrey Lee. Israel Kenyatta Lee. Tyson Emmanuel Lee. Julian Marquise Leftwich.
Also conferring diplomas will be student board member Sam Verk and board member Brenda Thomas. Olivia Claire Leonard. Anaya Jasmine Lester. Hayden Lee. Amari Janae Lloyd. Andrew Jonathan Lopez. Jaden Chase Lovett. Freedom Sierra Lyons. Natalie Gabriela Mahano. Martina Matilde Marquis. Carson Brielle Martin. Timothy Alejandro Martinez. Landon Costalavelle Mathis. Sydney Nicole Maveritt. Jameer Nicholas May. Quincy Kendall McFadden. Ryan David McKelvin. Nathan Lee McNamara. Tiana Vashni McNeil. Angel Annette McRae. Aiden Bailey Metters. Joshua Mendoza Medina. Ashane Desiree Minifield. Aiden James Metzger. Jared Evan Middleton. Lydia Ann Eloise Midtoon. Henri Wilfried Michop Wepebe. Larissa Brooke Miller. Janaya Roxanne Milton. Azaria Whitney Mitchell. Brody Michael Mitchell Jr. Shandy Mackenzie Mitchell. Jonathan Randolph Mobley. Tariq Michael Mulberry. Amar Christopher Montague. Kiara Beatrice Moore. Marcus Gabriel Moore. Marcus Scott Moore. Caitlin Alexa Faith Moorer. David Oliver Moreno Morris. Akor Deontay Moses Jr. Candace Desiree Moss. Layla Robbie Moss. Darian Isaiah Motley. Savannah Helen Moultrie. John Daniel Musi. Lainey Ann Mulliken. Jakira Janae Murphy. Savannah Dakota Murphy. Christian Devon Machette. Everett Ryan Myers. Najee Tamarki Myers. Spj Rialabin Navarro. Jada Charity Newton. Angelina V.T. Newen. Trina Jeman Newen. Munachimso Michelle N.K. McCollum. Derek Isaiah Nolan. Reagan Dawn Norman. Rodney Parker Norman Jr. Caleb A.J. and Jonjo Nsudi. Chinamaram Uchenna Wigwe. Shaylin Christine Oaks. Malak Fath Abdo Obid. Samina Odzali Ibada. Michaela Danielle Oliver. Mac Charles Osborne III. Supriya Emily Otley. Donovan Larry Owens. Lillian Marie Pappas. Nidya Manish Kumar Patel. Asha Elise Patterson. Omaya Milan Patterson. Gable Kalihi Paole. Josiah Gabrielle Payne. Malek Ahmad Pelham. Abdiel Pena. Brigham Gerald Peterson. Carmine Michael Petreka. Xavier Rayshawn Pinkney. Devin Lamont Pinkston Thomas. Chelsea Madison Pointer. Diana Guadalupe Portillo Mejia. Shania Milan Posey. Morgan Elaine Prelo. Kaisha Sanai Price. Michaela Rochelle Proctor. Xavier Maurice Proctor. Elliot Richard Puma. Jaika Desiree Rabaya. Tristan Dylan Wayne Raby. Kaylin J. Rapp. Kayla Renee Rawlings. Trinae Madeline Rawlings. Bryce Joshua Rollins. Elena Gabrielle Reed. Tristan Floyd Reed. Jacob Arden Reginald. Kevin Reyes. Andre Devon Richardson Jr. Lizana Keishelle Richardson, or Lasana. Kendall Simone Richmond. Amanda Grace Reidenauer. Allison Nicole Rios. Stephanie Ellen Rios. Dylan Angel Rivera. Samina Stephanie Rivers. Carly Marie Roberts. Logan Troy Robertson. Skylar Cherie Robertson. Vance Anthony Robertson Jr. Dylan Jacob Roby. Sabrina Leona Rockamore. Ariana Siglinde Rogers. Anthony Francisco Rodriguez. Valeria Elena Romero Marquez. Damari Harrison Rory. Jasmine Deliava Ross. Rico Xavier Ross.
Conferring diplomas is Board Chairperson Samisha Thomas. Tahara Shalor Ross. Brooke Angel Christina Russell. Donovan Maurice Russell. Jade Marie Russell. Rynell Eric Rutledge Jr. Marielle Macapago Salinas. Biobella Ashioma Nathaniel Samuel Horsfall. Sasha Marie Sanders. Gabrielle Victoria Saunders. Shanita Renee Savoy. Karma Sawyer. Aiden Walter Thomas Scott. Ava Elena Simone Scott. Patricia Yasmin Selden. Matthew Carmani Cisse. Casey Jane Shamanek. Ayana Trishelle Shanklin. Nalani LaShawn Shimless. Noah Isaac Shoemaker. Ayana Arnez Shao. Leonard Scott Simmons Jr. Sydney Malia Elaine Smalls. Zaria Omalara Smalls Ojalape. Aaron Jermaine Smith Jr. Devin Miles Smith. Diane Eliza Estrella Smith. Joseph Ryan Smith. Xavier Alexander Smith. Brianna Jasmine Snell. Kaya Janae Snowden. Kamaya LeVay Spriggs. Donald McCoy Stansel III. David Anthony Stanley. Ayana Nicole Stewart. Miari Alana Stewart. Cameron Rashad Stokes. Dominic Xavier Michael Strickland. Deja Aliyah Sutherland. Larry Renee Swan III. Malachi Elijah Tate. Denver Elizabeth Taylor. Justin Elijah Taylor. Kamar Cortez Taylor. Lavisanta Miranda Chamani. Nathan Robert Templeton Jr. Mia Alicia Terry. Corey Alexander Thomas Jr. Julian Tyrone Thomas Jr. Leah Imani Thomas. Amaya Janae Thompson. Hadassah Janice Thompson. Javon Xavier Thompson. Jaden Isaiah Thrower. Amira Zoe Tillman. Kaya Simone Timberlake. Lawson Ezekiel Todd. Kenneth Conrad Tomasello. Stephanie Nalani Tootle. Bruce Alexander Torres. Natalie Esther Torres. Deontay Darrell Travels Jr. Ariana Jasmine Tucker. Asia Maya Turner. Angel Zure Tyler Hanks. Chase Lauren Tyson. Ashley Elizabeth Valencia. Danny Nadine Vasilek. Alexandra Yao Vasquez Victoria. Clarissa Velasco. Sarah Abigail Viapto. Christian D'Angelo Vines. Samajit Singh Burke. Glody Matata Wa Masangu. Caden Aaron Wagas. Anthony Rasan Jeremiah Waite Forrester Jr. Mackenzie Anjali Waysum. Isaiah Gregory Waring. Alicia Warren. Ethan Nathaniel Washington. Lanier Ronise Washington. Zoe Amina Washington. Ava Janae Watson. Julian Sojani Whedon. Noah Kyle Whitaker. Hold on, Antoine. Hold on, Antoine. Hold on. Antoine Dwayne White Jr. Autumn Naomi Whites. Jordan Michaela White. Isaiah Zaire Whitaker. Ayana Jordan Williams. Brandon Romaine Williams. Maya Sarai Williams. Nasir Malik Williams. Sydney Marnay Williams. Camilla Bisola Williams Johnson. Karima Bikumi Williams Johnson. Jaden Ty Wismer. Austin James Wood. Talia Khalees Woodland. Summer Jabray Wooten. Amina Maxine Wrights. Jagger Jamorid Wrights. Samaj Darnell Wrights. Raylan Sophia Yalang. Xavier Michael York. Dean Zugway Yuan Jr. Mr. Quinyasola Yusuf. Camille Aline Zockman. Roslan Steve Savala Arevalo. Darren Zhang. Tiffany Zhang. Christopher Robert Zulu Jr.
That's it. That's it.
If you like to.
Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of North Point High School, the class of 2025.